So the other day, I had a call to the salon of a frantic young girl, what was the mother of a frantic young girl who had gone to a curl specialist to get her hair cut. And it was gonna be her first time getting a curly cut. She was so excited. This gentleman really was just pumping her up. You know what? This is my specialty. I love this. I do this day in and day out. You're gonna just be so in love with your hair when I'm done. So she was super excited. So he proceeded to wash her hair and came back and was doing his cut. And as she saw the look on his face, she realized that he wasn't comfortable doing what he was doing. Her description to me was, he looked like he was getting a little nervous. Now, as all of you curly girls know, there is different texture throughout your hair. You're gonna have areas that are super curly and areas that are super straight and all the mix in between. It just kind of, there's a huge range of curl patterns throughout your head. With this particular young lady, the very bottom of her hair was super curly. That was her curliest section, was this little part in the nape of her neck. On top, her hair had been a little damaged. She'd been doing some coloring, etc. And it was kind of like a frizzy, blown out look. So when she was halfway through the cut, she was like, "Oh, this is perfect. You don't need to cut anymore. I think it's sitting great." She's like, "Oh, I love it. I love it. Seriously, it's great. It's great." And she left. When she left, her mother said she burst into tears. She did not know what to do. She did not know how to fix what had been done. Now, no shade on the guy who was cutting her hair. We all make mistakes. And I think a lot of times what happens is our go-to is what we were taught in school. In school, you're taught everybody's hair gets washed before you cut it. If you have someone who comes in and their hair is like a soft curl to a medium curl, wash it, cut it wet, you know, your same old thing. Section it, use your comb, pull that curl out, give it a cut. If it's really curly, you're taught to blow it out, straighten it, flat iron it, and cut it. We always seem to cut it as if they're gonna wear it straight. So the first question that your stylist should ask you when you sit in their chair is, how do you wear your hair? Do you wear it curly most of the time, or do you like to straighten it? And if your answer is that 99.9% of the time, I'm wearing my hair curly, I'm rocking my locks all the time, and they say, great, and they start walking you towards the sinks to wash your hair, thanks, but no thanks. We are not gonna go that way. We know that a dry cut is the best. So you're just gonna say it in a nice way. Say, you know what, I think I've changed my mind. Thank you so much for your time, but I'm not gonna get my hair cut today. Now, they may try to talk you into it, or they may say, no, I'm really good at this. But what you need to say at that point is, I prefer a stylist who cuts my curls dry as they sit. And if you're not comfortable with that, that's okay, because there's lots of stylists out there who have taken the training and are gonna do it that way. And it's okay, there's no shame in actually ensuring that you get the cut that you want. What I don't want is for you to come in like this young lady did and be totally devastated and then scared to get your hair cut again, right? Because as you know, you've probably been through it before, they start cutting and they realize, oh, now it's springing up. Every time I pull it out and cut it, it springs up shorter than I thought. And then the panic ensues, and then you have this really long, fluffy bit on top, and then it's super short underneath, or vice versa. It could be the other way around, wherever your curl sits. So do yourself a favor, do your research, check and see how they're cutting how they cut curly hair. They may have a site full of really pretty pictures that they didn't even cut. You always have to remember that as well. So do your research, make sure that they're gonna cut it dry, come in prepared, come in with pictures of what you'd really like to have, and yeah, happy haircuts.